Greetings, all starseeds, lovewalkers, wayshowers. I'm Paul from Prime Disclosure. I'm here with my team of the Divine 44 to transmit all of you our highest light, our highest love, our highest codes, to assist all of you in this ascension process. I've spent over 30 years training with many different masters, from Zen Buddhism to shamanism, Qigong masters, and the last 14 years I've been teaching and training with a Taoist master, rainbow body master, named Qing Feng Dao Shi. Qing Feng Dao Shi means pure wind, man of the Tao. Many people know him as Sifu Max. Sifu, S-I-F-U, is teacher in Chinese. So the Divine 44 is the team that I directly work with, my closest soul family. I'm working one-on-one with each of these light warriors, warriors of the light, to transmit into this field our highest light, our highest love. And in this process, I'm initiating them into this divine, ancient, spiritual alchemy, the alchemy arts, which is living from the heart center. And the art is the art of Kunlun Neigong. And Kunlun, the most sacred mountain in China, our Sifu created a lineage when he attained rainbow body and came back into this realm through the Grow Dragon manifestation. He started his own lineage that he called Kunlun, and it is a water path for the divine feminine. So the Divine 44 is just a code that I sent out to connect with those in my soul family that are closest to me. We are all a soul family, so don't feel like you're left out. But I only have so much time in the day to connect with individuals on a one-on-one basis. So those that heard the calling came to me. So in this process, I want to introduce this family, this soul family, to all of you so you can work with them, possibly on an individual basis. And my vision is the Divine 44 will be the healers, the teachers, the guides of the Ecuador Healing Retreat Center. And these are some of the most powerful angelic beings I've ever worked with in the last 30 years. And as I connect with each of them and transmit my love and code, my light, they transmit to me, and we're creating this field of energy that's spreading throughout the field. We are anchored all over the world. So today we're gathering so that I can introduce all of them to you. You can get to know each one of them, and then in the future we'll have a platform that you can connect with each of them on individual basis, either for healing, for connecting, counseling, whatever your heart desires. So thank you all for joining us here today, and stick around to the end. We're going to do a powerful healing transmission through our heart center with our Qi energy. Qi is energy in Taoist in Chinese, Qi, life force energy, and that is the healing path. The divine feminine, the sacred goddess, is the path of healing, the path of living from the heart, the path of bliss, joy, and peace. So thank you for joining us today, and we're going to get started here. Let's see what we got here. We're going to start today. Oh, there we go. I'm going to unmute Beth. Here we have Beth. Hello, Beth.
Hello.
Hello, let's see here. Let me make you, for some reason you're not coming on full screen here. There we go. Oh, there we go. Divine Sister of the Light, Beth. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. Now that I'm with all of you.
Yeah, it's great to be in all this energy.
Oh, yes.
I'm sort of an introvert, so I kind of get quiet and don't say much until I get to know people.
Well, that's good. I'm an introvert too, but once I get talking, you know I don't shut up. So I'm going to let you talk.
Well, anybody who watches my YouTube channel knows I'm very long-winded. Even when I do a quickie, it ends up being way longer, and I have to edit a lot out of it. But my name is Beth Ward, and I have a healing practice called Soulfire Alchemy. And I had, you know, I make a joke all the time that I was sort of born a spiritual being. I came out of the womb that way because I was always looking up at the stars and playing in the creeks and down in the woods talking to trees and fairies, and that was my refuge truly from this world, when it felt just sort of mean and rough. And I'm sure starseeds kind of understand that, because we all have that feeling like we don't belong here sometimes. It can kind of be painful. So that's kind of, at least for me, how I navigated. And and then, I was always looking up at the stars, and I always had a thing with the Pleiades. It was always kind of an obsession of mine. And my parents, I was raised a very strict religious background, didn't understand any of that. So it's okay. I knew what it meant. So I always knew that I had star family up in the stars. I don't know. It's just something I knew innately. I think we all do. So, kind of moving forward from that, all of us have like these trials and tribulations that we go through in life, all these traumas and various things. It kind of puts us on a path to be where we're all at right now. We all have this mission and this calling in life. And I'm no different. Sometimes spirit really gets our attention, though, when we're not exactly on that right path. And that was kind of what happened to me. So I'm a shaman. That's part of what I do. And I was called to that by pure initiation. I had a near-death experience. January 9th will be 7 years. And so that was, on that path and that experience, I look back on it now as a blessing. At the time, I didn't really understand a lot about it. I didn't understand my near-death experience as much. I was angry because I did not want to come back. But I also knew that, without a doubt, I was kind of chosen to do this. And I was given a very bleak prognosis when I got out of the hospital, less than a 20% chance of living 2 years without an organ transplant. And I didn't want one. I knew it was something I had to do to kind of heal myself. And I was a goner, and I was on basically a bed fast for about a year. So it took me a while to get rehabilitated where I could walk again. And I even lost my vocal cords because I pulled inhibition out. And it damaged my vocal cords so bad that I couldn't speak. And I had what they call liquid dysphagia. So all this to tell you that the past 6 or 7 years for me have been nothing but having teachers be placed in my path. And Paul, you're no different. I've had shamanic teachers. I myself finally got certified in Reiki Master. That was one of the ways in which I healed myself, was just, I started receiving downloads of information about what to do as far as my body is concerned and how to move energy in my own body so that I could heal myself. What kind of supplements to take, what to eat, what not to take, and more importantly, the things that my doctors told me that I needed to take, that I just knew that I would be dead if I followed their instructions. So being the little Aquarian rebel that I am, I was like, no thanks. Your diagnosis doesn't mean anything to me, and I don't accept that. I finally kind of stepped out to put myself out there to do this path a few years ago. And as a spiritual counselor and somebody who facilitates healing, it's really hard for us to kind of promote ourselves. So even this is kind of difficult for me. It's a little easier lately because I've finally, after so long, answered this calling that I've had to do my YouTube channel, which you can find. It's under Beth Soulfire Alchemy. And you can also find my website at soulfirealchemy.org. So if you want to work with me or find out more about what I do or any of that kind of thing, all that information is there. I'm on Facebook and Instagram too. I don't get so much on Twitter. I'm trying to kind of back out of that stuff as much as I can. Paul's laughing because he knows what I mean. It gets to be a lot of energy, keeps us kind of anchored down in lower frequencies, and that's not where we want to be. So we're, for me, I'm trying to stay up as I can so that I can be there to help other people. If somebody else is in the mud, that's our job, is to kind of reach our hand down and go, hey, let me help you get out of the dirt, out of the mud. Here's some tools. These worked for me. Here's a path up the mountain. Which there's many of them, many paths up the mountain. We just want to help you pick a path so that you can make that trip. And we're here to give you some water and some food occasionally when you need it. You know, give us your light if yours has gone dampened or whatever. So Starlight Energetics is something relatively new that I just sort of coined, because what I ended up doing was I had a major breakthrough this past summer. I said yes to a lot of things that I wasn't aware that I was saying no to. And one of those is opening up to my sacred wise child, this very playful part of me. And I encourage everybody to do that, because once you tap into that sacred wise child, you realize that everything is magic. We take ourselves too seriously. And so I found myself back in this place where I was once again communicating with the trees, just relentlessly and just with reckless abandon, if you want to call it that. And the energy of the land and the mountains were speaking to me, and they were giving me their information about what their job is with energy and what they do with it and how they transmit it and what they need us to do as human beings. So I started having all that stuff kind of come in, and along with that started coming in when I was working with clients, I would have different, I don't know what to call it really. That's why I call it Starlight Energetics, because Starlight codes and frequencies is really the only thing I know to call it, because it's literally symbols, geometric patterns, colors, tones. I mean, there's really no end to it. And it's kind of like compounding medicine. It's like a compounding light medicine that comes and it's specific to that one person and for whatever their blockages they're having. And it helps to kind of, well, it depends on what they need. So it can unlock latent abilities or unblock something that's keeping energy stuck so that it allows new imprints to be placed, whatever they need. And so it kind of goes along that whole path of thought of upgrading our DNA, right? Our 12 strands of DNA, and helping our body clear out some of the heavy, less than beneficial energy so that we can hold more light. So yeah, that's Starlight Energetics, and what I do is I kind of pull in a combination of everything that I do. So Beyond Quantum Healing Hypnosis is a technique that I use. It's very similar to QHHT that Dolores Cannon created. It's a little bit different. It's not exactly the same. There's really no hard and fast rules, which combines nicely with shamanic energy medicine that I do. And by the way, just to let you know, if you're curious about the shamanic practice, I'm a Mesa carrier, so I learned the Peruvian tradition of shamanic energy medicine. And then also, my teacher had Venerable Dahani Oahu, Venerable Dahani Oahu, up in the Green Mountains of Vermont with the Peacekeepers Village, was her teacher also. So it's kind of like this idea of the condor and the eagle coming together, because it's this beautiful blend of Native American spirituality and Peruvian spirituality, and also Buddhist principles and esoteric Christianity. And then where I started working with ancestral lineage healing, I had very wise ancestors, deeply wise ones from thousands of years back in the lineage, far but before we had, the term is escaping me probably for a good reason right now, but before we had influences that kind of took away all of our indigenous ways of being, because we're all indigenous. I mean, we all have, if we go back far enough, ways of being and living in the world. Everyday walk was sacred. Everyday walk was sacred. It wasn't special, you know. In the West, we're conditioned to think that, oh, I got to be spiritual, or I got to go do this on Sunday, or no, this is just something that's just part of your inherent being, your everyday way of being, living in your heart with gratitude, a service to self, but not in a selfish way, because you're filling up your own vessel. Because if you're not full, you can't fill somebody else, not without depleting yourself. So, but anyway, so that's been part of my journey anyway. And so thank you guys so much. And I love you all. And I'm so happy to be here with you. And aho. Namaste.
Aho. We love you too, Divine Sister. Now you're in Knoxville, Tennessee?
Knoxville. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if anyone
Knoxville, Tennessee
is in that area and would like to connect with Beth, you said what was your website again?
soulfirealchemy.org.
Okay.
And I also do remote distance healing. So there's nothing that you can find on my website that I can't do remotely too. So if you can't make it to Knoxville.
And on the Divine 44 page on Prime Disclosure, we'll do a little, at the bottom of the page, we'll start putting people and their contact information, because many of you obviously are in the healing arts. That's one of the reasons that attract you to this lineage of the Kunlun. So we'll have a contact information, but go to Beth's website, get in contact with her, and introduce yourself and start working with our Divine Sister here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Beth. So we'll see. Let's see here. Okay. Amy, you ready to go?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Divine Sister. How are you?
Thank you. So honored to be a part of this group, and Paul, so privileged to have the opportunity to work with you one-on-one. So thank you so much. I'm Amy Sansom. That's my legal name. I actually am going through a transition with my name right now, thinking of dropping my surname and just going by my first and middle name, which is Amy Melinda, which is how I'll probably be putting myself out there. I call myself an intuitive healer, an intuitive spiritual guide, basically. I work with helping people raise their energies, frequencies, and vibrations. I do body work, energy healing of several different kinds, and nutrition counseling, and also life coaching. I'm from Orange County area, California, and I'm now currently in Sandy, Utah. That's where I reside. I'm a little bit nervous. Am I the only one? I just kind of went blank.
No, we're all nervous, but you tell them, because you have a healing practice, right? In Colorado, or?
No, in Sandy, Utah.
Oh,
are you not hearing me?
Yep.
I don't know if my internet connection is good enough. Can people hear me?
Oh yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear? Oops. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's just kind of breaking up a little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can hear you right now.
Okay. Yeah. So you said you're in Utah, right?
I'm in Utah. Yeah, some of my background is I have been a sun dancer. I've practiced a lot of Native American ceremonies. I've done several vision quests, and at one point we had a sweat lodge in our backyard, a whole community of people that would meet with us on Sundays, and we would sweat and do feast afterwards. I'm also, very interested in shamanism and Buddhism. I like a lot of different practices. As far as my vision of the new world, or is that kind of what you wanted us to talk about a little bit? Or
that's the new, what you see for the new earth, that we're manifesting as a collective, in the process of manifesting, like what you'd like to see, experience, feel.
Beyond flying around with unicorns and dragons.
That's the beginning stages.
When I was a little girl, I had an awareness that I was going to witness the undoing of and the reform of any and all of our major industries and institutions that were not founded and governed with the best interest of all as equals. And, it's just within the last few years that I've kind of really started to piece things together and understand what that means and what that looks like. Some of my passions and my attention has been focused on like the medical industry, the food industry, the insurance industry. Those are all very closely linked. I kind of grew up in a family that taught alternative medicine. And so that's how I like to raise awareness, is teaching people other ways to, you know, take care of the body and heal through nutrition and exercise. And I bring that into my practice and working with helping people raise their vibration. I was raised by my grandparents, and they, you know, we had a garden, and, you know, I learned a lot about raw whole foods and, you know, healing the body through herbs and natural means. And that's kind of been my go-to. So that's a lot of the education that I like to bring to the table. My practice many years ago, I was led into the healing arts kind of blindly. I wasn't like a conscious effort. And started out more in the bodywork massage arena, and it has evolved into energy healing and really working with people and harmonizing their energy bodies, mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. So that's what I do in my practice. I have run my business on the down low for many years, probably not like a lot of light workers and way showers, not really knowing how to market these types of services to the masses. And so I'm just now working with a team of people that is helping me to organize my services and my passions in a more marketable way. And I'm getting a website up, and which is currently in process. And they're going to be doing all my social media advertising and everything for me, because I have not been drawn to that. It's more of an effort for me to do that than, even though I know it's going to be important. I am being called to put myself out there more now. So I'm really excited I've been alone, you know, kind of isolated, doing what I do for many, many years. So it's really exciting for me to be a part of this group and all this talent.
Hey, oopsie, I just muted myself. I meant to unmute. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay. Now, how can people get a hold of you for your healing arts?
Well, I'll be putting my website up here pretty soon. I have a team of people that's working with branding me and helping me do that. So, thank you, honey. Okay, sorry. This is my son. He's leaving to go with his dad, so he had to say goodbye.
The crystal child that we've heard about.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah. So once you have your website, I mean, for now we can put you on the device. Yeah,
I have not had an online presence, and I have been difficult to find because, like I said, I have kind of been operating on the down low, but I'm in process, and I will put that information out there as soon as I have it for all of you.
And when you have that, we'll list you on our Divine 44 page so people can start working with you. And did you want to talk a minute about your crystal child that just made an entrance?
Riker, he's Riker. He's 8 going on about 16.
You have great stories about the the work with your crystal child.
Yes. He's, I don't really know. Which story did I tell you, Paul?
Well, the one where the portal was opening in the sky above you and he went to 5D and kind of left you for a minute.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we were out on the porch one night. Do you want me to tell that story? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. Because these crystal children are already resonating at 5D, you know, so we're connecting the crystal children together through this group too.
Yeah.
And when was that? It was like in July or August or something?
Yeah, it was July. The actual day was July 23rd.
Okay.
And we were sitting on the back deck, and Riker looked up and he said, "Mom, look at the clouds above our head. They were kind of they were circled up around us, and it looked like a labyrinth." And he said to me, "We're getting ready to ascend." And I was like, "What?" I haven't really necessarily openly, I've talked about Ascension with Riker, but there's a lot of things that he mentioned in this moment that I had not talked to him about, so I was really drawn into what was taking place with him. And he had an experience where he went through a portal, and he told me that he was in 5D, and he was explaining everything that was going on around him. And I, anyway, it was a beautiful experience. And he, I don't really know what else to say about it because it was kind of a private experience, but he can go back and forth whenever he wants to. He activates his Merkaba, which I didn't really teach him about. It was all something that he brought to the table. And he goes through a portal, and he always tells me it's a really bright light that he's passing through. And then he's there. And it's like he's in this different realm, but he's sitting with me, and he's just explaining everything that's happening around him. It's just a very unique, fun experience that he had, and he brings a lot of joy to the table for us here. He's a very old soul, and I had a lot of fun with him.
The one part of the story that I loved the most, but that I think you left out, is when he went to 5D. And he was in your arms and limp, and then come back.
Oh yeah. So he said to me, Mom, we're just about to ascend. And he started to explain to me that I was gonna fall asleep, and then we would wake up and we would be in 5D. And I was like, okay. And I'm just going along with it. And he's sitting in my lap, and then all of a sudden he just goes limp. And he was like out in my arms, and I was like shaking him and looking to see if he was kind of faking it, you know. And then he kind of comes to, and he looks around. He goes, "Oh my gosh, we're here!" And then he looks at me. He goes, "Oh, Mom, you didn't ascend." So funny. I'm like, "No, I didn't. It didn't happen."
Not yet.
Whatever happened to you did not happen to me just now. So anyway, I was just by his side while he was going through his journey.
Oh yeah. So that, that's what I love about the crystal children. They're already resonating at 5D. We're catching up to them.
Yeah. But he goes back and forth.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they have to. They stay down at our level.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we'll lower our frequency so I can be at your level until you meet ours, just like Gaia. She stays at our level.
Yeah.
But yes. So is there any last words before we get going?
Is there anything else you want me to say, or?
No, I mean, just you said.
I'm new at this, and so I get kind of nervous, and sometimes that makes me forget what I want to say. So
I know
I'm just going to have to do this.
And soon you'll think of 50 things to say once we go to the next person. It happens to all of us.
I will.
Most of the time I hit record, I have 100 things to say, and my mind goes blank. But just speaking from the heart, it's our energy that's most important, not the words. It's the feeling and the gathering of us all together to transmit to all star seeds. People are getting activated no matter what you say. And
I noticed when we were all starting to gather, I started to be very emotional, and I could see that other people were too. So I can see that we're really linking up and connecting and feeling each other's energy, and that's really exciting.
Definitely. And this is just the beginning. So today's gathering is just to transmit and show other light workers, love workers, light warriors, whatever people call themselves in this ascension process, that they're not alone, even though, like you said, you're alone where you are, just like I'm alone in this area. All the most star seeds around this realm feel that same thing, that they're alone where they can't talk to anyone, they have no one to confide in. And that's why it's us together, we come from the same heart center, that like-minded, that because you're alone in that spot, because you're anchoring your highest code. We're needed all over every ley line on this realm. There's a starseed anchor doing their mission. And then once we activate the new earth, or manifest new earth from our heart, then we can come together physically, in the physical. which will be in
Yeah.
Ecuador.
Yeah, for me too, just getting used to really expressing my real intimate vulnerability and experiences that I've had for many, many years with an open group of people is something I'm just kind of warming up to. I've been a lot better at communicating and sharing my truth with people one-on-one, or maybe even in small groups. So I'm sure I'm probably not the only one that is, had to go through that or is going through that, where we're just trying to feel more comfortable with being completely exposed.
Yeah, and it's accepting our vulnerabilities. No one's perfect. We're all sensitive. We're all feeling everything. So just other people seeing that, it takes great courage for what you're doing. So I really appreciate everyone that's connected here, because being empaths and sensitives, like most starseeds, it's a challenge. It's not that we're not afraid of doing this. I feel fear every day, but courage is doing it regardless of how you feel, which is what we're all doing here.
Right.
Just because I wear the Taoist regalia and my Meilong doesn't mean that I'm untouchable or feel nothing. I feel everything, but we can navigate to that stillness, to that unknown, to navigate through these feelings, and because we feel our way to source. So that's one thing I transmit to all of you as we connect, is that the feelings, what we're feeling internal, the kingdom of heaven's within you and within everyone. So the journey's in, and how do you get there? By feeling your way through that vortex, through that energy, whatever's flowing through your body. That water path, the downward flow carries you to source. So it's good to feel, and it's good to be sensitive. So thank you. I really appreciate you, Amy, and all you're doing.
Thank you, everyone.
Your support, your love,
Thank
your light.
you.
And at the end, if you can stick around, we're going to do a healing transmission for all beings in all realms.
I did want to ask you if I have to step out at all. Do you have any idea what time? Because I do want to participate in that.
It's probably going to, let's see what time. We got 1:20, so probably 2:33.
Okay.
So I see. So thank you very much, Amy. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. So I see. Let's see here. Someone raised their hand, and I don't know who it is. So we'll, let's see here. Sorry, my view just got switched here. Let's see what we got. Victoria, how would you like to be next? Divine Sister. Oops, let me get you on the, I lost you first. Let me see here. I'm switching between screens. So let's see, I think you're muted. I'm unmuting you. Namaste, Victoria, Divine Sister. How are you?
Great. Greetings, Paul and Divine 44, Family of Light, and everyone watching. Well, we'll begin with a little bit about my awakening. I awakened in 2017, March, and pretty much every supernatural thing that can possibly happen to you happened to me during that time. From connecting with elementals, divas, angels, ascended masters, ETs, and you name it, Gaia. But what's really important is that when I look back and reflected with everything that happened in my entire life, my journey here, every little timeline that happened actually brought me forward to that awakening, from being clairvoyant and seeing things growing up and being different, from remembering past lives, remembering who I was, my ET connection, and being different from other children, being branded different and being laughed at. I experienced all that like many starseeds would, an empath. And so what I did throughout the years is, after the 1987 conversions, I was able to bilocate at will after a meditation period, and was going into other realms and stuff like that. It just happened. It just happened that time. Like things just happened, and there were a lot of questions and denial and a lot of fear, and no one else around me was going through what I was going through, then I put it aside, pretty much hid everything that I had, all my psychic abilities, all my clairs and everything that I haven't used. Then recently, during the awakening, it just all caught up to me. So it's like I can't hide who I am, and I won't hide who I am anymore. The journey has brought me to my soul family, and it was really tough without them. And we are looking forward to building that retreat and not only gathering the D44 at Ecuador, but everyone else who wants to join us there. You're all welcome. I wanted to share something I feel that energetically people are not practicing too much of. Meditation is very important, whether it's for your body, your mind, your soul. With my experience and my journey, I've had to live with a neurogenic shock. I was injured in a car accident many years ago, about 25 years ago. I lived in pain because I had my spinal cord displaced in 3 segments. And I basically can say that in the 20 years that I've been sleeping, my back has never felt the bed, only twice. So I lived in excruciating pain. I was shocking and zapping everything I touch and everywhere I go, literally speaking. And, from touching elevators or shopping carts, touching other people's clothing. And, what's really surprising is that it didn't kill me. Something like that should have literally shocked my heart, because I have always had my rib cage caving in my heart. And it was very painful all those years. But I was told by God one year in 2016 that I can heal, and I can heal myself. I didn't think about it, but it was, something, quite profound, and it didn't dawn on me until the awakening process during March of 2017 that I innately knew that I had to meditate. And I didn't know how to meditate or anything like that. And so I did it all on my own. I just went on lotus position and just did it. And after a short while, in a 3-hour meditation, I was able to shift my entire rib cage back in place, just with energy. And my heart was no longer being pressed at. This is something that happened where Western medicine and Chinese medicine, neither one of them could fix my back over those years. And I have invested a lot of time in fixing it. But it was something so profound that it changed my life. And this is where my journey began. So I haven't been awakened very long. And thanks to Paul, he's been guiding me these few months and helping me through this. And right now, I like to encourage people to meditate more and take care of their bodies and allow the energy just to flow through them. You'll be surprised if you don't stop this practice, how far you can move ahead and how far you can take. You have no limits. I actually have 2 poems I would like to share with people here, and if it's okay with the group. One is for the D44. I call it, Divine 44 to D44. It's something that I want to express, and the other one is for everyone else. And I will read it right now. To my beloved D44. Through my eyes, I see an image of a beautiful woman standing alone with her back facing me by the ocean. Staring out in the horizon, the waves splashed at her feet. Motionless she was, and I was waiting for her to speak. Peace and serenity has taken over her thoughts. So relaxed, she was radiating love from her heart. She was carefree, worry-free, and in complete bliss. Time lay still, there was nothing she missed. The dolphins and mermaids were dancing in the clear blue water. The air sylphs and dragons were sculpting the clouds all over. The crystal sand moved beneath her feet, carrying her towards a gathering of people, all familiar faces, as she moved forward. Laughter filled the air as the group filled a circle, holding hand in hand, dancing around in open fire. A vision of freedom and a glimpse of Ecuador. The family of souls says, "Welcome home, Divine 44."
Aho, beautiful, Victoria. You know you can't read poetry to me.
Oh.
That was beautiful. Thank you. Namaste.
And here's the other one that I would like to, I thought that I had to come up with something to activate or share my code, so I wrote this. Many ages have passed, yet time stays still. There was no yesterday or tomorrow, only until. The journeys endured with unforgettable trials, the painful moments smothering our inner child. The sparks of our divine father and mother stay dormant inside. The colors of pink, blue, glow, gold, and white hidden from our sight. The flames of purity, wisdom, passion, and love. The memories of our divine nature rises above. Fired up by this intense energy blazing inside, my stress and worries begin to subside. Engulfed with these flames, my heart begins to ache, aching for forgiveness and desire to correct my mistakes. As the flames grow, my soul's purpose becomes clear. Shining from within and outward, I surrender with no fear, making each moment here a blessed and blissful find, healing every heartache and wound my memory binds. Holding each person's light in my heart, my passions grow, uniting the consciousness of everyone and my heart with my soul. Lifting myself into the heavens, I look back, a burning trail of flaming footsteps left on my path. Burn, blaze, and shine, my family of light. I'm done.
Beautiful. Namaste. Namaste. Loving it. Is there anything you wanted to end with here as we go to our next divine?
Go to the next one.
Angelic.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you very much, Victoria. That was very beautiful, my friend. So we're next. Let's see here. Let me get this flowing. Kenna is coming up here, if I can find her. Let me switch my view here. So let's mute this. Kenna's coming up. Here we go. Let me unmute you. Let's see what we got here. Can you hear me, Kenna?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, so let's see here. Hold on 1 second. I know you got a doozy coming here.
You won't be able to see it.
Oh, yes, we will.
You might feel it.
Oh, yeah.
Later.
Okay. How
Namaste.
are you? Namaste.
Doing well. Doing well. A little heated at the moment. But
oh, yes, we're on fire. The sacred fire is rising up with the divine waters.
I was over here raising my hand like, okay, can I go next?
Before I internally combust.
Yes.
Yes, the floor is yours, Divine Sister.
Ooh. All right. My name is Kenna, and I'm just going to make a quick introduction for you all and a small bit about me. I hold a lot of the diamond light codes, a lot of alchemy, healing personally, collectively. I can guide and help with the crystalline. It seems like I'm placed in a lot of paths where it's my place to help people understand easier. It's kind of a knack I have. So it's like there's a lot to understand. We all talk a lot about the same things. People will get hung up on a snag here or there they can't understand, and it seems like that's where I come in a lot. Little pieces, like with the 144,000 per se. There's so much to that. People just narrow it down to just being 144,000 people, and it's so much bigger than that. Just your main 7 chakras hold 144,000 petals on them total. And so I could go into a lot of things that the 144,000 is. So it's like I'm used a lot to help with understanding, but at the same time, when I work with you, I guarantee you will be triggered. You will do clearings. You will feel it. It seems like a lot of alchemy is, and helping with understanding and so much more. Healing, a lot of things that come into play with me. I'm very focused on the mission in Ecuador, the healing center. I do believe that after that blueprint is created, which it will be done and it will succeed, that possibly I might take that blueprint and open another. So, this is the start of a journey and the middle and the end of a journey for so many. So just stay in the moment. And I do have a YouTube that I'm just now starting. It will be linked to Paul's throughout. I'll put it up and we'll get it out to you. But I'll tell you more about my journey, my path, things like that on my personal YouTube, if you would like to connect with me. And that's pretty much all I have to say today. And namaste, everybody. Be well.
Namaste. So, do you have a healing practice right now?
No, it seems like I have people just kind of come out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
As of right now.
You will. Next time we get together, we'll talk about it because you will have a healing practice. But
I know I will.
In the beginning, like you said, right now you're starting with your YouTube channel. So on the Divine 44 on primedisclosure.com, and we're going to be doing more of these. And as each of you are developing in your practices and whatever you're bringing to this realm, we'll do one-on-one stuff so that we can, you can prepare and, promote any event you might be doing, your healing practice, because we're all going to be doing it. And each thing is, like you said, the blueprint of the Healing Retreat Center in Ecuador is just the beginning. It's a blueprint that will, be sent all over this realm. But it's our mission together as a soul family, the most connected. Everyone watching this now in the world is part of our soul family. But like I said, I can only connect one-on-one with, we all have 24 hours in the day, and almost every minute of every day.
I don't know about that.
Now, okay, it's 12 hours a day now.
Can we just scratch that?
Yeah, okay.
Turning 2 hours into 8 one day. I mean, that'll make you think.
But
being in the moment. In the moment, we are all, and that's where we need to be. So it will happen as it happens, and it will happen. So just to know there's a lot of us out there of all different kinds. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid to come out of your closet.
No.
There are a lot of people that are probably just in fear. I've seen so many of those people come to me. They'll lock themselves away. They don't want to go out. They don't want to talk to people, tell anybody what they're going through. But then as soon as I open up to them, they just feel right at home. They just feel like, okay, somebody finally understands, So don't be afraid to come on out and speak and be in the moment. We'll all find our way. We'll all find our way there. And no man left behind is our mission. So
yes. And now that you mention it, I came out of the closet earlier today. So aho. the Heoka's coming in. My bad. No, but no, definitely. That's why we're here.
I think I'll feel a little better.
The skeleton's coming out of the closet. But but yeah, it's the courage.
Starting to feel it.
No matter, like we're here. Part of our mission is to inspire others and to activate other people that they're holding their voice in right now because they're afraid
exactly
of what people think.
And that only causes more pressure. I will say, I really specialize on the alchemy. When you sit beside me, do not doubt it. You will go home and you will feel that pressure. And the best way, whether you're sitting alone or you're working with a guide, it does not matter. The best way to handle this is to just release, just give in, just be yourself, be true to yourself. Don't go into hiding because that will just build and build and build. And you know what? It's going to push through anyway. It's going to bust open eventually. So the sooner that you can give in to that and just embody it, just feel it, the sooner you can learn how to understand that pressure and kind of get a grip on it and actually let it release from you. Alchemy is a different experience. That's for sure. I never had these, I never knew I was having experiences when I was younger. I've had experiences my whole life, but I went through the wilderness experience, which is something I can help you with as well. It's very real. It's very scary to some people, especially really hard belief systems or anything. The wilderness experience can really throw you. So no matter what you're going through, there's probably one of us for each of you. And that's probably pretty much our goal, isn't it? Can you hear me, Paul?
Yep, yes. I can hear you loud and clear, sister. So
which one of us you resonate with, just our contacts, our healing practices, or YouTube, whatever, will be available to you all soon.
Yeah, and it'll be on Prime Disclosure.
That's what I have to say today.
Oops, you were breaking up there for a second. What was that last piece?
Oh, I just said I think that's all I have to say for today.
Thank
it's just
you.
An introduction, a lot of alchemy, a lot of codes, a lot of very personal understanding. If you need someone to just be personal with and just ask some silly questions you're afraid to ask somebody, ask me. You'll be fine.
Yep. And that's part of the rising up. The rising up of the waters of divine feminine, speaking our truth from the heart.
Exactly.
And then don't hold back as to the best of our ability.
And that is alchemy on its own. I mean, if you're doing that, you're really doing yourself a wonderful thing right now. Yes.
Well, thank you, Kenna.
Namaste.
Namaste, divine sister. So let's see what we got here. Carol is our next contestant on the Divine 44 is right. I'm trying to figure out how to mute.
I feel like typing, laughing my ass off right now.
Yes, I can't do it. Let's see here. We're working our way through, so bear with me.
We stumped Paul.
I know. I'm stumped. Okay. Technology, it's a beautiful thing and a hindrance.
That's your area, not mine.
And it's still a challenge. So let's see what we got here. Carol's coming up here, so we're going to unmute Carol.
Hello, everybody.
Carol, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well. Thank you.
Excellent. How are you, Divine Sister? We hear you loud and clear.
Wonderful. I'm very good. Thank you. Thank you. Very happy to be here. Wow. And I'm starting off getting chills. Wow. Oh, I'm lighting up.
Light up, Divine Sister. Rise up.
Yes. Absolutely.
Blast that light into the world.
Whoa. Whoa. I'm just going to go with the flow. Okay.
Let's do it.
Go with the flow. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Wow. I'm very happy to be here. Very excited. You know, just thank you so much, Paul, for doing what you're doing, you know, for all of us. And, you know, your video just popped up. And, you know, and I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, and then I get this resonating feeling inside. And I'm like, oh, yes, this is me. You know, I'm to do this. And so I signed up and I'm like, oh, I wonder how he's going to pick people. And I just knew. And, you know, knowing is a big thing that I do have, you know, that I carry, you know, some of the clear sentience and all those things, you know. And, you know, it just gets me excited because, you know, I'm just excited for like where we're going. You know, so basically I think what I'll do is maybe just give you guys a little introduction of who I've been in this life, 3D wise, and then my little bit of a journey waking up and kind of maybe a little bit of what I've been through and which carries me to where I'm at today. I was born in Detroit, Michigan, and I was always the sentimental one in the family. And I've had a hard life. I've been through a lot of lessons. And I can say, oh, just a lot of dark things. Oh, my gosh. You know, just dealing with emotions and learning how to maneuver and to live in the 3D world. Maneuvering with all of that inside, with no one on the outside understanding or being able to connect with, you know, so, you know, in my background, you know, is business administration, and psychology, you know, human behavior, you know, and I feel like all of that has been training for now, you know, and I think all of us are, you know, have this whole life has been training, you know, to what we're going to do and to becoming into who we are. And then I was guided to come to Cape Cod, Massachusetts in April of 1988. And it's been a spiritual journey ever since. Wow, more chills. Thank you. And I've virtually kind of been alone my whole life. I've never married, you know, had some relationships and things, and was blessed with a beautiful daughter that I raised by myself. So I've been blessed in many, many ways. And then all of a sudden, you know, oh my goodness, I got sick. So all kinds of pharmaceuticals, you know, they pegged me as bipolar, okay, which I know today I am not, but it was all baloney, okay? I'm just an empath, that's all. And wanting to, you know, communicate, you know, what I feel and what I think. And, you know, it's like I said, it's been difficult, you know, in this paradigm here. And so I was on these medications and then, you know, I was eating all the GMOs and all of this stuff, and I didn't know. I had no clue. And then all of a sudden, let's see, March of 2016 is when I started to wake up with a video of John F. Kennedy, that they killed him. or they're saying that they did anyway. So then I started to wake up to the truth and studying 24/7, 24/7. And then a series of, oh boy, you know, with my house, pretty much falling apart. And, you know, and then I ended up connecting up with some other light workers, discovering that I was a light worker, and, you know, starting to do that and listening to, I really zeroed in on Dr. Sam Muggsy and Kent Dunn with the Quantum Shift Show. And then I met her, and she's become my doctor and pretty much saved my life. You know, and Kent has been big in my life as well. He's helped me a lot too. You know, it's just kind of like amazing. So I figure, you know, I'm kind of waking up that they've been guides of mine. And through the waking up process, a lot of miracles occurred, and I started doing affirmations, positive affirmations, you know, releasing the negative, going through processing all of those, you know, false beliefs and insecurities and, you know, relationships and, you know, all of those lower density things, and one thing after another. And then, you know, battling a lot of, you know, the dark stuff. You know, I just had to be really strong with what I've gone through. And then making the decision, because I was really on my deathbed, and making the decision, I choose life. And just went right down to grab out of that courage, you know, to keep going, you know, even though I was alone. And I did it. And then I manifested. I turned everything around. Talk about manifesting. You know, I became like the queen of it, queen of manifesting and affirmations. And it was like magic. And I'm like, wow, this is so cool. So, you know, I discovered that the power that we really do have inside of us that we've been given. And, you know, manifesting all these different people in my life, you know, really wonderful angels, absolutely wonderful angels. And, you know, and I do a lot on Skype. You know, I have a network called the Humanitarian Network, which I started with Kent Dunn. And Sam is, you know, behind that too, because I pretty much follow them and want to work with them in the future and support them. You know, they're my family. And the plan is that I have a dream of uniting all of the light workers, way showers, starseeds of this whole world together for us to become and be the ambassadors between the stars, the galactics, and humanity, to all come forth with our individual talents and gifts that we possess. Because I see every person as beauty. You know, the love that I have in my heart is enormous. And my dream is to get everybody together so everyone can do their humanitarian thing, you know, when we get into the quantum computer system and have a worldwide network for all of us. You know, and Kent's a big humanitarian, and Sam is too. They've got just wonderful hearts. I just love them to death pieces. I just so resonate with them. You know, so that's my plan. And I'm so happy to be here with you, Paul, and all of you, the Divine 44. And more chills, more chills.
Oh, yes. We're feeling it, sister.
Yes, and I'm so looking forward for us to all get together and manifest all of these energies, and to take all of humanity in this earth, you know, over that hump, boom, and then, you know, into our new earth with love and unity, and we all just follow our hearts and everything. And I'm just so looking forward to it all. And that's pretty much my story.
Yeah.
Namaste. Namaste to you too. Also, thank you.
So Kent works with the Pleiadians, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell Kent that the Divine 44 says hello, and we all work with the Pleiadians too. On
yes.
different levels. So tell him we said hello and thank you for his work, and thank you for all you're doing for humanity, and you're shining your light brightly into the night with the Divine 44.
Yes.
So we'll also promote your stuff on our website, and a lot's coming in the near future. So
yeah,
we're just navigating the waves, that one law, the rise and fall of consciousness. So that's the water path, riding, going with the flow instead of swimming against current, The
yeah.
fire paths swim across, swim against, we go with the flow. Yes.
And I'm also looking forward to assisting with the new technologies that are going to be coming out, for help, with Sam's vision.
Yeah, and those will be utilized at the Healing Retreat Center in Ecuador. And obviously we use natural, there will be shamans. The Divine 44 will be the main way showers and guides, healers. But obviously there's going to be other healers coming and people from all over the world to receive healing and meditation, whatever. We see it'll be a community of art and creativity.
Yes.
Like the Mayan, time is art. Time's becoming art. We're shifting from time is the value is not currency anymore, money. The currency is art, creativity, and to the Taoists and to the Buddhists, everything is an art. That's why the Kunlun is a spiritual art. Then we do like Gong Fu tea, the art of tea, the art of painting. So the community, the sustainable community, everything is art. The whole palace will be a canvas for us to manifest our creative visions onto. So thank you very much, Carol. I appreciate you and your light.
Yes, thank you, Paul.
Namaste, Divine
Namaste.
Sister. We're going to have Divine Masculine come in now. Little fire with the waters. So let's see what we got here. Let's see if I can navigate through this portal of technologies. Let's see here. There we are. Let me go here. Let me go there. Okie dokes. Somehow I'm going to make it happen. There's a lot of people on today. A lot of love workers here gathering. So here we go. Our brother of the light, Jesus. Uh-oh.
Aho.
Aho, brother. I don't know if Bro Star of the Light, for some reason I don't think I'm seeing your video. Your bandwidth is low, it's saying. Maybe we'll give it a second here. I hear you. You said it's been disconnecting on you?
Yeah, it's been disconnecting on and off. It's also my phone has been really hot.
Yeah, the Great Spirit wants us to hear you but not see you. Oh, there you are. Now, yes, she does. Mother, Father, God, thank you. Great Spirit, we call Great Mystery, the source. Thank you. How are you, Divine Brother, Bro Star of the Light?
I'm doing very great. I'm grateful to be here amongst all of you. Thank you all for being here and tuning in. I want to say thank you, Paul, for gathering us all here. And also thank you to the Divine 44 for holding up the torch for all of us. And for those of you tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in and for listening to our stories, to feel our energy, and doing what you have to do to raise your vibration and in all the struggles it would seem to to be happy within yourselves. So I want to say my name is Jesus, and I'm here from San Jose, California. And yeah, so I've been on this mission for the past 35 years. Kind of woke up 2016, and I've been on this journey to heal myself and also those around me in any way that I can. So yeah, I've been working at this high school the past 7 years, and that's where my healing has really begun. Just seeing everyone as a reflection has really helped me heal, and also doing my best to bring awareness to all the students, my brothers and sisters that I work with alongside, bring awareness to them, and just so they realize who they really are, so they can start, so they can begin their healing, and just bring awareness to themselves and bring that awareness.
I think we lost Jesus into the aethers. We'll give him a minute here to come back. He probably dropped.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, there you are. We lost you for a second.
Yeah.
Trying to find you. Okay. There you are. Oh, now we see you.
Awesome. Yes. Okay, awesome.
Although you're freezing up a little bit, we're at least hearing you fluidly.
Okay. Yes. So, so I'm doing my part in healing myself, and then spreading awareness. I go and sharing my light and my energy.
Uh-oh. Here we go again. Let me talk to the great mystery here and see if
I apologize. I don't know.
yeah, it's a bad connection. It's saying low bandwidth.
Yeah.
So we'll get through it
until now.
Yeah, I know. Of course.
So yeah, so before it cuts off again, I just want to say thank you to all of you for going through what you're going through, and being strong, and know that you are not alone. Even if those moments do arise that you do feel alone, just know that you are not. We are all here with you, supporting you, lighting the way for you. So thank you so much. I love you. We love you. And if you feel like giving up, just be strong. Do not give up. Okay? Do not give up, please. Yeah, it just kind of goes away.
That's right, bro. Warriors of the light never give up. We keep going through and through and through.
Yes. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for sharing your love and your light. I appreciate that. And I just want to say, I just envision, my envision, just our environment is healthy. Everything is healthy. Everything is pure. Everything is clean. Everything is vibrant. Everything is colorful. We're all awake from our deep slumber, and just enjoying each other, enjoying each other's presence, free energy, just abundance in everything, and just, living life and experience life how it was supposed to be, how it was meant to be. So thank you all.
Thank you, Bro Star Light. I just jumped into a different timeline there. Yes. Yeah, so like you said, thank you for saying that. The abundance is more than just financial wealth. It's happiness, it's our health, it's our relationships. Everything, our relationships become the tantric arts of connecting with the divine sacred. So thank you, brother of the light.
Thank you. Thank you.
Divine masculine coming through.
Namaste.
Namaste, Broster. Thank you. We have another divine feminine coming through here. The divine waters, the sacred goddess. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Divine sister, where are you? There you are.
Hello,
Melinda.
beautiful beings of love and light. I greet you all, our beautiful soul family, Paul, and our tribe, everyone listening and watching. So happy to be here. We are one through the heart, one love. We be jamming. I got that message when Paul announced.
We definitely be
we'll
jamming.
be coming together. So Bob Marley came through, and yeah, and I just had to sit here below this painting that my dear friend Anastasia painted about 15 years ago, before she left to live with her beloved, I believe, in Costa Rica. And at the time I bought this painting from her, it just spoke to me. And she said the same thing, and she really didn't want to part with it. And we didn't quite understand. I just kind of went, a blue horse. That's interesting. I don't know if you can see it clearly.
Yeah,
but
we see it. That's beautiful.
It is so meaningful. I mean, just the colors, right? The horse representing freedom. And there's, if you see the world in her belly, birthing, rebirth. That's what we're doing, you know. It's so amazing being together finally, you know, seeing each other eye to eye, hearing each other's voices. You know, we've been working together all this time, even if we didn't know it. And it's just so amazing. And so, yeah, and the color of the turquoise, I think that's the high heart, the divine masculine Christ consciousness, you know, and working with the magenta and, you know, the divine feminine. We're birthing, you know, new earth, and what else? Yeah, the stars, Starseeds, Lightworkers, twin flames, whatever. It's 11:11, right? Also, there's the cross there, right? In silver, which is, I think, the divine feminine there. She painted it in 4 parts. She didn't really know why. So anyways, I hope you enjoy it. And so a little bit about myself. My name is Melinda, and I have a YouTube channel. It's called Healing Planet. And I actually created a little transmission for our beautiful Divine 44. And all of you who resonate with me, if you'd like to visit my channel, I did a reading for the 11:11 portal. And guess what? The first card I have here is number 17. And Inner Wisdom, Mother Gaia, the crystal, Goethite, like Goethe, you know? I don't know, I've never seen one, but it's beautiful. And there's a divine feminine in meditation, pregnant. Yeah, so it's beautiful. What else can I say? I'm a clairsentient, claircognizant, and after my second class with you, Paul, the violet flame came through Saint Germain and Lady Portia, and I've been reading, and oh my goodness, just resonated so much on so many levels, and I'll probably be doing some more videos on that in the future. And yeah, so Lady Portia also brings in justice and grace and compassion, just like Kuan Yin. And we are on the water path of compassion. Compassionate understanding, being compassionate towards ourselves, practicing self-love first and foremost. That was the biggest awakener for me. And having compassion for each other, for everyone around us. And yeah, I also have a second degree Reiki. I guess I'm a second degree Reiki practitioner. I would like to offer my services. So I do offer distance Reiki healings to anyone who resonates with me. And also, I guess, nutritional support if anyone is interested in switching into becoming vegan or raw vegan, or overcoming food addictions. That was one of my challenges I had to overcome on this path, as well as depression. I am now free of all medication and experiencing joy every day. It's so amazing. So it's a beautiful day to be here with all of you. I send you so much love and joy and gratitude to you, Paul, and your tribe, and to our beautiful Divine 44. I'm so happy to be with you all. And that's it for now.
Melinda, thank you. I was going to tell you, if you didn't mention the violet flame,
yes.
when I came back, it's time to now manifest it for the world.
Yes, and I'm
not putting you on the spot, but bring it on.
Yes. Since then, I've been holding this vision. It seems like I see the world, and it's like I'm outside of it. And I'm looking at it. I think in the purple, right? I think there's a lot of transformation, transmutation. We're releasing our karma of past who knows how many thousands of years, and through grace and mercy and love of God, if you will just accept it, all it takes is let it in and allow and be who you are. You are enough. We are enough. We are the ones we've been waiting for. Okay, I'll stop.
Yes. No, keep going. Keep going. We are the ones. We are the ones.
We are the ones.
And no one. I'm nothing and everything. Well, emptiness is form.
Transformation.
We are transforming before your very eyes into a beautiful butterfly.
Yes.
So we say, so the funny, one synchronicity was, you were born in Transylvania, right?
Yes. Yes.
The daughter of Dracula.
Yes. And apparently Saint Germain was a prince of the Rákóczi family, which is very close to my hometown as well. So that just sent chills down my spine. And yeah, English is actually my 6th language. So all those countries that he went through, it's like I know all those languages. So I don't know what it is. It shall be revealed in time. But yeah, completely resonate.
Transylvania is in Romania, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I was born in Romania during communism, and but still went through incredible spiritual experiences that nobody could understand. And I started sharing, and my beautiful mother would say, "Oh, you're imagining, just let it go." You can't let it go. I mean, you feel it in every cell of your body, of your being. And that's where I started seeing the 1111 when I was 9 years old. And I would just feel this chills coming down. And hearing the word angels, and I always associated angels because the only time I would go to church was when somebody would pass away or whatever, and I thought I was gonna die, you know, and I just would run out of the house. So, but I kept seeing it over and over. So of course that was the first awakening code for me, as it was for many of you, I'm sure.
Yeah. And the funny thing, you were born
Yes.
in Transylvania. The street when I was born, I lived on was Sylvania. So
Yes.
it was the other half, the Sylvania.
Yes. And transported to North America. I was.
Yep. I stayed in Sylvania. the negative portal, no. Whatever. We're grounding, anchoring in our highest light to transform all portals to the light and to the positive and to the bliss. So
yes.
Thank you for your joy, your bliss, your laughter, your
Thank you so
spirit.
much for
Melinda. It's always a pleasure, and we'll see your violet flame, man. Well, the funny thing, when we were doing the practice,
yes.
Melinda and I, when we connected, this purple violet glow around her, that I stopped and I said, did you turn on a purple light or something? And you're like, no, and you were looking. I know, because sometimes I have to question, not everything's mystical. Sometimes people hit a switch and it's like, oh, and then it's like, no, I just turned on a light. It's like, damn it, I thought that was Saint Germain coming through.
That was a big surprise, but it was a lovely surprise. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. And thank you for all you do for us, Paul. Thank you for your dedication and your service. You're so hardworking. I know it takes a lot. Anyone who has a YouTube channel, and you also have your own business, I think, and oh my goodness.
And teaching, and
it takes a lot of
practice,
balance.
But that's why we build the chi, the chi, the energy, the life force, the power, so that we can. And I know we're right on the precipice, so all my energy, my chi is going into obviously the Divine 44, and then through the transmissions on YouTube. And since we're still in the debt slavery system, which is going to end tomorrow on the silver portal,
yay.
Through laughter and joy and bliss, and for our intent to free humanity from the slavery system. Obviously, that's the key that a lot of people missed the point when I did the silver trigger release. But that's okay, because it's not meant for everyone to understand, and those that do, the 144,000. And of course, like I forget who just said it, the 144 symbolizes many things. 12 strand DNA, 12 code, 12 by 12. It's many 144,000 angelic. It's but those that it resonates with, it's a calling. Just like the Divine 44, I call it to all of you, and it just activated a memory that just to let people know that I didn't pick and choose who was part of the Divine 44. The great mystery, the great spirit did. And those, I apologize to anyone that tried to be part of this, and with the technology issues, and there were gateways that people that you all had to go through, that determined who became part of the Divine 44. It wasn't me. I stepped aside, and the great spirit, the Holy Spirit, we call the great mystery to all those out there that haven't been initiated. Once we're in Ecuador, I'll initiate everyone into the lineage. I can't do it, as you all know, through social media, because of oaths I've taken. And I can teach Qigong, that's for everyone. Neigong for middle. So we say, lower Dantian elixir field, and we have middle, upper Dantian, which you all know, but people watching that won't know what Dantian, we say middle. Neigong, Qigong for lower Dantian, for the physical. Neigong for the heart and the mind, and then Shengong is for the spirit. So our path, the middle path, the path with heart, is the Neigong path. And if you're not prepared for it, if you're, say, under 18, under a young person, or sick with cancers and stuff like that, you have to train in Qigong until you're healed, say from bipolar disorder, whatever. If you're on medications for stuff, you have to start with Qigong. That's why anyone could do Qigong. Just to clarify, people out there that like think I'm keeping a secret or something, just to let them know that this is just the beginning, and I would teach 7 billion people if I had the time, but I might have to start you with Qigong. Everyone here, or everyone in the team of the Divine 44, was prepared and through their own ascension mission. And before this, I never met any of you until the Divine 44, and that came through the harmonic convergence ceremony. Me and my the story of Paul thought that the harmonic convergence was my last mission, but that was just the catalyst to activate the Divine 44 for this final mission for all of us to, for our team collectively here to connect to all starseeds, all light workers throughout this whole realm, throughout the Gaia, the collective consciousness. To then, when those starseeds are activated, and those that need to raise in their chi and their life force, their power, their energy, then the whole field, all of humanity will be lifted up. And there's groups around the world doing similar things, but it's always time, the time was right for us to step forward and say, we're stepping into our power, we're connecting as a team, as a group, as, from our heart, not from the upper, from the future or the past, from the present, and not from false self, which is self-important or self-pity. That's why I tell everyone, we're all equal. There's no, in the Buddha mind, there's no separation. All are one. There's one awareness, one, which we call pure awareness. So thank you, Divine Sister.
Thank you very much. Namaste.
Namaste.
Love to you all. Have a blessed day.
Much love, my friend. So I'm just going to kind of go down the line here. Let's see what we got. These technologies are very strange. Let's see here. So Katherine, let me see here. Katherine, you're next in line here. Oh, yeah. Let's see what we got here. Katherine.
Hello. Namaste.
Hi, namaste. How are you?
I am good. Good to see and meet everybody. Oh. With everybody else, I'm nervous, not scared, but just the energy is, oh my God. Okay. My name is Katherine. I go by Kathy. I've been on this path, on this world for 50 years. So, I had my birthday October 28th, 50 years old, half a century.
Oh.
And it's so funny, everybody around thinking, oh God, your life's almost over and you're miserable and getting old. And I'm like, man, I feel like I just was born. And so a little bit of history. I've been just like everyone else, going through hard times, life, being an empath, a loving, caring person in this world is, as you know, difficult. So had many tower moments throughout my life from a child on up, and did a lot of looking back at my life, and yeah, it's prepared me for where I'm at now. And you look back and think that I'm grateful for it all, the hell and the heaven. Used to hate my parents and all of that for what, blaming everybody out there for everything. And when I came to realizing that I was subjugating myself and not speaking my truth and letting everyone else make me into their version of what they think I should be, I got lost. It was in the Maya, lost in the dream. And I was an artist. I was so creative, wild child, never wore shoes, wanted to be outside in the woods, pretending I was a native, like running around, just didn't want to be inside, didn't want to be at home and everything. And very spiritual from a young age and everything, and so many miraculous things, so many things happening and seeing that no one else could see or understand. And always people drawn to me, adult, children, everybody drawn to me to tell me things that I didn't ask them to share with me because I cared. And so people would just come up and just unload every burden, everything. And I would take it all in. And I got lost in that. I took it all in, and I lost me in that. And I was in and out of in the hospital as I can't remember who it was said that they were diagnosed bipolar. I was as well, because, oh, you're depressed, you're happy, you're this, you're that. And I was being spun around like in I likened it to being in a rapids or in a river or in a whirlpool and in a storm where you're just in the water and you're just being thrown this way and that, like a leaf in the water. You have no control. And then I finally, after many tower moments, I've come to the realization that I had control the whole time. I just didn't know it. Everything was a choice. And it's taken me a long time to get to this point. I've always been a loving and caring and wanting to heal from a young age. Heal. My mother was always sick, always in the hospital. My dad was an alcoholic. The home was chaos and pain. And I wanted to take away everyone's pain. I wanted to take away the chaos. I wanted to make it, didn't know how. And I lost myself in that chaos. And it's made me who I am, and I'm grateful, truly, truly, truly grateful for all of that pain, all of the suffering. And I'm choking up right now because I can just feel it. There are so many out there going through that pain. And you're not alone. You're not alone. You're stronger than you think. Believe yourself. Trust your gut. Trust yourself. You listen to everybody outside telling you, you don't know what you're talking about, or that's stupid, you're too emotional. You just got to get over that. You know, and finding that balance in between. I've lost family, won't talk to me. My children, I love them. It hurts that they're not in my life. Mainly because I know they're hurting and they can't hear me. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are like that right now. And I'm sorry to bring everybody was so happy and up, and I just feel it so deeply. And I wanted to share my love. If I can get through it, the darkness, the hell, the pain, the hatred, the rage. I was everything, everywhere. Rage, anger, murderous intent, just hate. And then on the other side, love and I couldn't hold those two in my being any longer, that they were always fighting. Because I would always say, I'm not supposed to feel that. I'm not supposed to feel that anger. I'm not supposed to feel that hate. I'm not supposed to feel that rage. So I caged myself you know, in that emptiness, not being able to accept the love because I have all that hate and anger, not being able to accept that because that's not supposed to be what I'm supposed to do. And I lost my first marriage, lost my husband, lost my home, almost lost everything. Everything I thought was important and that I needed to be whatever it is I was looking to be. And always looking outside. Somebody will fix me. Somebody will make me feel good. Somebody else will say the right thing, do the right thing, whatever. And in the last few years, 2014, you know, it really kicked off. And in this last year has been a roller coaster of learning and expansion and understanding that I'm not alone. I've never been alone. I've always had the power. It's kind of like the Wizard of Oz. It was always within you. But it is. But going from, you know, oh yeah, I think that, to I know it. That's a journey. And I've always wanted to heal. I've always known I could. But there's always been a cage, like a veil, keeping me from being able to do that, and realizing I'm the one that put that there in the first place, to protect my heart, to protect me from all the pain and the blackness and the darkness and the whatever. Now trying to reprogram and let go of all of that and open up and trust that I can. And it's amazing. And I just want to bring that for everyone. I want everyone to know you're worthy, you're loved, you're not this avatar, you're not the fancy car. You are a magnificent being, spiritual, whole unto itself. And letting go and just believing that, trusting myself, trusting my feelings and my thoughts, instead of fighting with myself, fighting with that, and just allowing and saying, yeah, it is. I am. Words are so inadequate. I love you all. I love you all so much that I cry. And I used to be ashamed of that. I used to hide that. I used to dampen my emotions and hide them, and I can't anymore. I feel you all. I love you all unconditionally. When I was younger, I thought I understood what that meant. But I do now, and I'm learning more and more. It's a daily struggle. Find myself moments going, judging that person, or, oh, they're pissing me off. Well, wait a minute. Why? What is it? Why? It's always that moment, taking that break, thinking, bringing it back in and seeing why. And I'm on a journey. I'm not there, but I'm getting there. And I want to help as many people as I can. And I want to be there with you all. And when Paul was saying about when I stumbled upon him, it resonates so much. And then the healing retreats, the Ecuador, that was like, a wake-up call. It was like a just, yes. I've always been on this path, even as a child. When I was 16, I went on teen missions. I went to Mexico and the Yucatan to help missionary work there as group help people. And I've always done that. And now it makes sense. It's always been there. I just haven't been able to find it. And now I found you all. And I am so excited. And I just want to hug you all. So you have no idea. I'm a hugger. I used to hide. I don't anymore. I used to worry about everybody judging because I'm weird. I hug trees now. I walk out in the backyard and I live in the neighborhood. Everybody's watching you. Everybody's judging you. You know how it is. You all are there, so you get it. And I don't care so much anymore because what does it matter? I know what I'm doing. I'm communicating with Gaia. I'm communicating with my family. And I feel bad for them that they can't see it. They can't feel what I feel. They don't know the joy and that bliss, and it saddens me. So
it's okay, Katherine, because that's their problem, not yours.
Right.
You know, and you never have to apologize for being vulnerable or authentic or speaking from your heart. That's why we're here. You know, I want everyone to, the Kunlun path, the divine feminine, is the divine goddess. It's the healing. It's the embrace of the divine mother. However you see that, the divine Gaia. So the emotions are part of navigating through this unknown, la matrika, like we say, the illusion.
Right.
But it's sacred waters, the divine waters of the feminine. So that's the tears, as they roll down. And that's the love. It's the tears of not self-pity, but it's the tears of joy, of love, of connection. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I tell people, especially when they're practicing the Kunlun, bring it, let it flow, let it go. I don't care. I've seen it all. I've had every release. I've seen every kind of, I've screamed into the night, like claws into the earth. We all went through major trauma, especially Divine 44. And like the Guru says, it's the great suffering that brings us closer to God or to ourself or to within. So like we're saying, you feel what we call nervous. That's your body, the energy in it that rising at a higher frequency. It's not a bad thing.
Wow.
And our nervous systems are becoming more sensitive, preparing. That's why so many people on pharmaceuticals to numb that feeling of what we call anxiety, fear, panic, and these things. But it's really your body saying, come within. The healing is in that center, that still center, the bliss, the love, the joy. You can't find it out there. No one's going to tell that child, that little child, the little girl within you, how much you love her and how much you care and how that it's going to be okay. You're the only one that can transmit that. But that innocence, that beauty, that truth that's within us is calling to us minute by minute. Now it's accelerating with all these shifts coming in, these waves.
Oh God, yes. Yes, it has. Yes, it is.
So yes, as guys, we're here to help people that are still totally asleep and people that are looking, obviously seeking help. So that's why today is a very auspicious, sacred day for all of humanity, for us, humanity. And tomorrow, the 11 portal with the Mercury transit, it's going to be a massive activation. And part of this activation is all of you will be able to connect with, more consciousness in this realm. Myself as an individual, I can only reach so many people, and I can only connect and assist and communicate, and so now. But
you can't divide yourself into multiple. You can't clone yourself yet.
Yeah, and no one would want to clone of me. It'd be too much for this realm. They won't even let me have children. Those damn reptilians, But I say all children are my children because I love all beings. That doesn't mean we let people walk on us and kick us around. We're divine warriors of light. We have healthy boundaries where, if someone is malevolent or not us, but then we release them, we let them go. If we embrace them and transmit love to them, if they can't handle those energies, then we release and let go. It's like you catch a fish, you release and let it go.
Right.
Not that we do that, but I'm just saying, symbol of, you know, catch and release, you know, the consciousness, I just caught this consciousness. It's not in harmony and resonance and doesn't see my vision or is sociopathic and wants to bring me down. Let it go. Bye-bye.
Right. No judgment, no attachment, just let them go in love.
With 7 billion people in the world, we have a lot of choices.
Yeah.
And most of us choose Gaia, the great spirit, nature. It's like she's always been my twin flame since the day I was born.
Me too.
But, you know, so it's like I'm friends with the dragonflies and the beetles and the great blue heron. You know, all these Gaia's always bringing me gifts. Today on the way in, as I was driving to the office here, a white hawk flew overhead from the west to the east, and then as I went about another 100 yards, a dark eagle flew from my right to the west in the front. So to me, you know, that's the great spirit telling me, the great mystery, that today is going to be a powerful day. I knew as I was driving here, I felt the energy, and when that white beautiful bird of hawk medicine transmitted to me, it rose my energy and spirit. I'm like, I'm going to do this no matter. I knew the challenges of it, and you know, the fear starts coming up. What if this happens? What if it doesn't work? You know, because even now I couldn't do the live stream because of all the technical issues and limitation of time. We will in the future. I'll figure it out. But and today as I recorded, I'm like, oh, I hope and that the recording takes.
Right.
You know, as all of you know that have put work out there, you can record this perfect thing and then you hit play and you can't even hear your voice. You're like, what the heck just happened? You know, everything showed it was work. You know, so these are the challenges, but we're up to it. You know, the highest angelic realm came down for this mission, and which is all starseeds in this realm. And we knew the challenge that it was going to be, and we knew the great suffering, but we said we're doing it anyways, just like we came here today, all of us feeling the fear, feeling the internal conflict. We call the ants of the brain, automatic negative thinking. And it comes, I don't care how much of a guru or master, you know, it's like people have their perception of, I've trained with many masters, they're all, we say crazy wisdom, you know, the wild wit. We balance the scholarly, the fire with the water, and that's what we're doing. The divine feminine rising up is to balance the fire, not to put it out. As you all know, I'm just transmitting this to the collective consciousness that might not know these things. But I really appreciate you, and speaking from our authenticity, we really felt the energy, as you see from the you know, the chat and that. So
thank you.
Thank you very much, Katherine. We appreciate you.
Namaste.
Namaste,
my love,
sister. Let's see here. I always, when I transition, I always have to say, let's see here. Let's see what we got here. A divine masculine coming in. Let's see, from the heavenly fire, the divine fire. Let's see what we can do. Oh, not yet. Wait for it. There we go. Aho, bro star.
Yes, hello everyone.
Matias.
Yes.
Is your name correctly?
Excellent. My name is Matias. I hope you can see me.
Oh, yes.
That's excellent.
Beautifully.
So first of all, speaking about fear, I'm also here to show courage and tell my story. Thanks for providing the platform here, and thanks for connecting to all of you. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you, brother.
For working with us, and to all the Divine 44 for connecting, and for everyone watching this. Yeah, I'm joining from Germany. By training, I'm not exactly a healer as of yet. So I am an engineer. I'm a business person. I used to have a long career in corporate, in corporations actually, until recently, when I had a burnout. Yeah, so I just want to share with everyone that I think we all, or I tried to really perform in this world out there for many, many years, and then somehow it didn't really work out. I had a lot of ticks in the right boxes, so I had the career, I had good income, I had the family, I had a house, all these kind of things, and then suddenly you realize, that doesn't really feel so well. So what's going on? And I also went through the pain, and I just would like to encourage you to tell you, okay, we can do this. I basically could not really deal with my emotions. And that's why I was going into different, addictions. Mainly, I was a workaholic, and I had an eating problem. So basically, I had to overcome this, and it's possible. I think at the point when we realize that we need help will be provided, and I think that's really what is my experience. And I'd like to share that with you. And I think 3 years ago I didn't believe in anything, and today I'm a strong believer, because I realize I couldn't fix it all by myself. So I just can try my best, and then I have to pass it on to an entity which is bigger than me, and that helped me a lot. And I also have the right people coming into my life, and I'd like to really encourage you to be brave, to look at these things and to see where you can find help. And I hope you will find the help, or I'm pretty convinced you will, in a similar fashion that I found the help. And I still, a lot of things, basically my old life kind of fell apart. It's not yet so clear where I will be going. But it feels really that I'm on the right path, and I think that's for the first time in my life that I can say, "Oh, I feel I'm in the right place," although I don't know where I'm going, which sounds maybe a bit crazy, but that's what I'd like to share. I think my vision for the new world is really that we will have freedom, peace, love, joy, happiness, bliss, health, harmony with all the beings. And I think in the end, it's a decision for us that we have to take every day in our life, that we really go for freedom and peace and all this. And I think that will then in the end change the world outside. I think it will not come to us if we don't decide ourselves. I think that's pretty much it from my side. Thank you, all of you. Namaste.
Namaste, Bro Star. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Send our love and light to all of Germany.
Thanks.
And it's like you said, with the the peace. A guru once said there will never be peace in this realm until there's peace in every heart, or peace in this world, which we see as the new earth. All people living in harmony and peace and connected. We're all looking for that connection. So, but we say, don't try to take on the world, find the peace within and then take on the world. Because as long as you don't have peace within, we can't transmit that. So through our missions, through our practices, through the Kunlun arts, the Neigong, we learn to find that peace within. We learn to, what the master might say, the kingdom of heaven within you. And that's what our guide is that spiral, that vortex that takes us into that still center that connects us to all things from the heart center. So thank you for saying that, and I appreciate you, brother of the light.
Thank you too.
And we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Let's see what we got here. Gotta laugh. Gotta keep laughing. Now, think we lost Bridget here. Kidokes, where are we? Nada's next. I'm trying to figure out how to. Let's see. I think okay, here we go. Thank you. There we go. I have to switch in between views here to find everyone because, the film strip thing, there's so many people. So I'm looking for Nada. There you are.
Oh.
The Laughing Buddha.
Hey.
How are you, Divine Sister?
Yeah. The Laughing Buddha. Yeah, it's me.
You're the one that called you.
Sorry about that. Other people have because
I know.
Absolutely everything.
And that's the medicine. The most powerful medicine is the laughter. We don't take anything seriously.
And I told you the story of that deaf guy around the fire.
Yeah, tell that story. That's amazing.
I was camping with some friends, and there was this guy that was there who was 100% deaf, and we were all around the fire. And he comes over and smacks my leg and just kept smacking it all night, telling me, laugh, laugh. He said, I can hear you, I can hear you. So whatever it is in my laugh, the deaf can hear me. It was crazy. But he loved to hang out with me just because he could hear something.
It's a magical frequency.
I have a magical frequency that penetrates the deaf.
I couldn't hear until I met you. With my inner ear, the ears of the spirit.
People just come up and start laughing, and I'll just be laughing. They're like, "Oh my God, I'm just laughing. I don't even know what I'm laughing for." And then you have to laugh from deep down, and most people just go, like that kind of stuff, where it's like that is not like laughter, it's not.
Oh yes, and we laugh to keep from crying,
Definitely. Or you laugh so hard you start crying.
We've all been there too.
Yeah. Well, my name is Nada Thrower, by the way, and I was named after Nada, the goddess of love, from the I Am activity, Saint Germain Foundation. Speaking of Saint Germain, I know him very well. And the Violet Flame. Matter of fact, I do QHHT from Dolores Cannon, and I had a client just the other day that she was like, I'm standing in a violet lava. She kept going, I'm in lava. And I was like, you're standing in the violet flame. And she's like, yes, I'm in the violet flame. And then after, when she came out, I asked her, I go, she tells me, as a matter of fact, she goes, I don't even know what the violet flame is. So why am I under there telling you that I'm in the violet flame? And I said, well, obviously you work with Saint Germain. She's like, I don't know who that is, but now she's found out all about him and works with him very closely. So yeah, Saint Germain is coming through with the violet flame for sure. So there's a lot of light coming through. Can you hear me? You're frozen there. I don't know if you can hear me because I know that Paul is frozen on my screen. So can you still hear my big mouth? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, honey, we can hear you.
Okay. Well,
And I love it.
Paul was frozen like on my screen. So I'm like, am I still here? So, I mean, I just wanted to say that to everyone, keep very aware of your thoughts, because your thoughts have energy. And so when you're thinking negative thoughts about yourself or anyone else, you are sending that out into the atmosphere. And so people, mind your thoughts. Think positive about yourself, about everyone and everything. And I myself send pure divine love and perfection to everyone and everything all day long. I'm actually kind of ridiculous about it. I just got off the truck. I was driving truck with my husband, and I just got off 2 days ago. But I was driving around the whole United States, blazing the violet consuming flames, sending pure divine love and perfection to if someone cut me off, I would send them pure divine love and perfection. Yeah. So just mind your thoughts and be very aware of them, because with what's going on right now, we need more love and more light out there. What are you doing? Is that you, Paul, with the bag showing me? What is this I see on my screen now?
Oh, sorry. What did you see? A bag of gold?
You give me a new purse.
Oh yeah, that's a gift for laughing. Your laughter blew out my camera, so.
It blew out.
Do you still see the thing on your screen?
No, I see you now. You're back. Boom, there you
I
are.
don't know. I didn't think I did it.
Hanging there like with tassel. I'm like, all right, are you there, Paul?
Yeah. So, how can someone get I know last time we connected, you said you were working on a website, but is there a way someone can get a hold of you?
I just yesterday I was trying to get that all going. I made an email, which is Nada, NADAQHHT @yahoo.com, and I was trying to get it all going, but
yeah, that's cool, because everything which I'll be promoting through my channels and stuff, each one of you,
yes,
on the Prime Disclosure, the Divine 44 page, I'll put, how to get in contact with each one of you, and we'll all, like, once we connect and next time talk about, some activations and, because each one of you every one of the Divine 44 are powerful healers. You might come from it from different angles, and
yes,
it might just be in counseling or
puzzle piece.
Yeah, many different things. But I mean, obviously we all have healing energy within us, the chi. So these practices to build our chi so we can transmit into the field. But ultimately, as each one of you, and we'll discuss it in private with each one, like the next step, how to, what I see for all of you, to take that all to the next level, with our practice, and then whatever you're all practicing, and then kind of how to navigate through some of the challenges that come up, and
Right.
and activate a certain awareness of sorry, okay. Someone was sending me a text, so, but yeah, I appreciate you, Nada. Thank you, and everyone get in touch with Nada for you do this, you do the Beyond QHHT too, right?
I have done it, but I haven't taken Candace's course.
Okay, but you can do it through like Skype or something.
Yes.
So because you said, you're in Vegas now, or?
I am.
Yeah, so you're in Vegas. So if anyone that's in Vegas or Nevada, to get in contact, but you can also do it like I think everyone else so far.
Yes.
They don't have to be where you are. Like myself, we're using technology to connect with all of you. So, so get, we'll work it out here in the near future how to get a hold of all of you. And
well, yesterday on your transmission, you were talking about the tube of light, and then we were just obviously discussing the violet flame. So I would like to share this with everyone so they can do this one. And so tube of light, okay. Tube of light, descend, tube of light, defend, tube of light, command, tube of light, I am, wall of blue flame, descend, wall of blue flame, defend, wall of blue flame, command, wall of blue flame, I am, violet flame, descend, violet flame, defend, violet flame, command, violet flame, I am, law of forgiveness, descend, law of forgiveness, defend, law of forgiveness, command, law of forgiveness, I am. I am a child of the light. I love the light. I serve the light. I'm illumined, protected, and sustained by the light, and I bless the light. Namaste.
Namaste. That was beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, when you said about the birds, oh my God, when crossing, I got like I was tingling everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The hawk medicine, very powerful.
It is. And I just want to say this too. People saying the word hate, take it out of your vocabulary. Remove it from your vocabulary, because saying that word, thinking that word, it sends out exactly what it is. So remove that word from your vocabulary. You can use other words, I don't appreciate that, this, that, whatever, but do not use the word hate, because hate consumes you to the point you become it. And so remove that word from your vocabulary. It's, yes.
Yes. Aho. Yeah, because words are spells, it's like.
And I mean, I tell my kids that from when they were little, they're not allowed to, I mean, they're grown now.
And it's part of the programming,
It is, most definitely.
And if you say words like that, just put your awareness in it. Don't judge yourself like, oh, I failed because I said that word. It's like, let it go. Okay.
Also, let me teach you this one. When you say something that you shouldn't say, like talking bad about someone or saying hate, you can call on the law of forgiveness and the consuming flame to dissolve and consume that statement or that action or whatever it is that you're doing. So, yeah. So that way you're taking it right back out of the atmosphere and you're dissolving it. So you're not giving it the power, because, the people we don't discuss, they feed on our negative energy. So stop feeding them. Stop feeding them.
And just keep laughing your way to freedom.
Send them love. You do things you don't like, send them pure divine love and perfection.
Yeah.
Because that's how you take them out. You take them out with love, because good always overpowers evil.
Yeah, and we resolve all things in love. We resolve them all in the light and our pure awareness, without conflict, without judgment, and especially ourselves. We got to start, which all of you know.
People are the meanest to themselves with their own.
We're our own judge, jury, and executioner.
Definitely, yes.
So thank you, Nada. I appreciate it.
And I'm so happy to have met you all. I love you all.
We love you too. Yes. Let's see here. I can't tell who's still online that hasn't spoken yet. Anna, you want to say a couple words?
Sure.
Okay, dokes. Here we go. we're gonna bring our divine sister here in, I think, California, right?
Exactly.
With the divine Buddha there, and the fortune with Ganesh, our good fortune with his trunk up. Ooh, Guan Yin.
That's for Victoria.
Oh, is it? Look like Abelo. It looked like Kuan Yin.
Yeah, it's her backside, actually. That's the poem was about her, I think, and all of us. And I forget which sister it was that has dragon energy. This is the card that I pulled. It's the dragon for Archangel Gabriel, the messenger. So we're all here. We're all messengers and divinely guided.
Yes.
Just a little background. I descended upon this planet from a portal of the angels and of the light in Los Angeles, California, in 1941. I was one of the new arrivals of the Star Sisters. And I've been here a long time, and I've been on the path a long time, and I've been divinely protected from so many of the life stories that have been protected divinely from any traumas. I've had a blessed life. But the journey of spirituality has been difficult because, like all of you, I was different. when I was in 6th grade, my teacher had everyone critique us in front of the class. When I went in front of the class, I was faulted for being innocent. And I have lived with that fault all my life, of 79 years. So that was my path of living with innocence in a 3-dimensional world of non-innocence. And if I was to describe myself, with a label, is that I'm a visionary, and I'm also an ambassador. I resonate mostly with the galactic realm. I'm a Palladian, and I am an anchor. That's all. I anchor light, and that's my mission. I have no talents. I'm not clairvoyant. I'm not psychic. I'm not a healer. But I'm one with all of you, and I'm so overfilled with joy to be here with you, my family. I can't express my appreciation for Paul. And by the way, I can't remember which sister it was that said that by accident or that she found Paul. My battery, can you hear me?
We can, but we just, oh, here we go, you're back.
I've got it plugged in, but I've got a battery is low. So I wanted to share with her it was no accident or coincidence that you found Paul. It's not an accident or coincidence for any of us. We are a family that's going to exponentially grow. And all of our wishes for our new reality, our new planet, are here. They're here now with the Palladians. And I just want to say I love all of you so very, very much. And my tears are of joy.
Yes. Aho. We love you too, Divine Sister.
Namaste. I wore my fetish necklace.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
All of this.
The rainbow bridge. Like
Yeah.
our chakras, our sacred chakra system. The
Yes.
electromagnetic spectrum. But thank you for speaking from your heart and your love, your light, and
Thank you.
appreciate you.
Thank you all.
Love you too. Namaste.
Thank you.
Okay, Bridget's back here. We're gonna bring Bridget on. Let's see if I can. Here we go. Here we go. I'm learning. I'm getting good at this.
It's nice. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Let me put you on. There we go.
All right.
Bridget, how are you?
I'm well. My battery keeps dying too. You guys are all really, really like, my husband's like, whoa, I can feel everybody's energy. I'm like, yeah, I know.
I'm on fire right now.
So, hi, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this space. Father, Mother, God, highest resonating angels, guardians, guides, all beings of light. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this beautiful, sacred soul family that I have been reunited with. You guys are all beyond amazing. Your truth is completely resonant with many parts of my life and my journey in this avatar. I am in Wellington, Colorado. I am a cannabis minister and a cannabis integrated healer. I am a Holy Fire 3 Corona Reiki Master Teacher. I am also a basic level integrated energy therapist working with the angels. I come from many different realms. I resonate probably most with the fairy beings. I have many different layers to my truth, but I am in the process of rebranding myself as a nonprofit outreach. what I do is I provide holistic and natural therapies to those who are financially challenged and those who are homebound disabled. I also provide extra supportive services for those who are trying to get on local programs, and I do my best to bridge the gap and actually try and facilitate a hand up instead of just a handout. It's easy for all of us to feed the homeless, but it's time that as a collective of like-minded beings that we all come together and honor all the different walks. In my practices, I take many different truths from many different teachings, different modalities. I do body work. My goal is to finish school at Front Range Community College for a holistic health practitioner. So I can incorporate yoga and massage therapy and sound therapy, aroma. I have battled cancer. I have battled addictions. I have battled disease. I have battled chronic pain. And what I have come to learn is that through daily mindful practices such as gratitude, gratitude is so important. Through all trials, tribulations, and teachings that we all encounter in our lifetime, honoring those lessons is really key. When you honor the lesson and see it just for the lesson, not for the pain that it caused you, but for the lesson, you'll understand that everybody encounters your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. So, excuse me. With that being said, I am here to protect the innocents. I do a lot of work with people and help them to understand that animals and all the live beings and the trees and plants and everything all around us all is sacred, and it all needs protected. And it matters not to me what walk of life you come from. If you and I resonate, then I'm absolutely here for you. I am going through some stuff in my chest, some heavy grief that has come up, and I lost both my parents and have been abandoned in this world, for lack of a better word. But I am so glad that that happened, because I would not have found each and every one of you, and I would not be on the path that I'm on if I didn't have all of these experiences in my life. And I am so beyond blessed to bring to all of you guys anything that I have to offer. And I thank you so much, and namaste.
Namaste, Divine Sister. Now, how can people get a hold of you that want to connect and work with them?
I'm working on a different website. I had a website through Massage Planet through the Reiki certification, but I'm not in practice to make money, so I'm looking for different resources that I can tap into, that I can limit how much I have to put out in order to facilitate for everyone. So I do have a Facebook page that I will send you a link to, and you can add it to your page. Off the top of my head, I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught earlier, I talked about on Prime Disclosure, the Divine 44, I'll put each person's contact, like a profile picture. You can do a little YouTube video, and then how to get in contact with each of you.
Right. I am also listed in both Colorado and Wyoming as a registered nonprofit. I operate the Green Faith Collective Outreach. So that's another way that people can either join or support my cause. My dream and my goal is to unite all of us healers, all of us who do heavy social work and outreach with various types of people. I hope to one day unite all of us so that we can close up those spaces where people fall through the cracks, because it seems to be pretty trendful that a lot of the brightest beings end up falling through like some of the biggest cracks that we have in our system. So that's where I'm at with my work, but I will leave all my info for you and for the rest of you, and thank you for holding.
And I'm glad you got faith. We all do.
Yes.
We have faith in ourselves and each other as a collective.
Yes.
So that's all of humanity.
Yes.
I appreciate you, Divine Sister. Bridget, I'll be seeing you soon.
Yes, yes. I'll be scheduling today.
Good.
Next week, right on.
Yeah, so have a beautiful day. And
you too.
Stick around if you can. Very soon, shortly, we'll do a healing transmission for the collective, for all Starseeds, Lightworkers, Loveworkers, Warriors of the Light. I can't. Thank you. Looks like Zelda might have disappeared on us. She went to another realm. There she is. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna come back. I'm feeding my daughter right now.
Oh, you're feeding her? Well, feed her on the camera. That'll be a transmission. We'll see this beloved crystal child being fed the nutrients of Gaia. Oh, wait. How are you feeding? Maybe we can't have that on camera.
Yeah, no, we can't have that on camera.
Okay.
I'll be back though. So if somebody else wants to go, I'll go after them.
Okay, I think you might be I can't tell if Karina's still here. I see her thing, but not her.
Something popped up just a second ago.
I hear you, Angel. Tell her we said we love her.
I will. We'll be back.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I can't unmute. Oops. So it looks like Karina's the last one here, but I can't see her or hear her, and I can't unmute her. So guess what? I'm gonna unmute you all, and then we'll all just scream into the.
Hello.
Are you there, Karina? Oh, okay. I see you, but I can't see you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But
it's all dark here, so.
Oh, that's okay.
It's late in my home, and I just tucked the little one in. So.
Another crystal child. How old are they?
Yeah. I have one. He's 7 years
7.
old.
Oh. Give him a hug for us.
Oh, he's asleep now.
Oh,
so I just tucked him in. So.
Good. How are you today?
I'm good. Just a moment.
Oh, there we go.
You see me?
I see.
So dark. I was just, hanging on the sofa, just listening.
Oh, nice.
So
drifting into another realm.
Here we go.
How are you, Divine Sister?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've enjoyed some of you, and I just want to say thank you very much. I missed some of it, but
hopefully the recording takes, and I'll be able to upload.
Yeah.
But this is for us too, to connect with each other. It's the first time as a group we're coming together, and it's beautiful, and the energies are amazing, and I know many people.
I feel it. Yes, of course, I feel it.
Feel it that come to our channel.
The chills, my heart chakra, everything. Yeah.
I feel it now. The angelic realm coming in. Our guides, the ascended masters.
Oh yes. I feel it in my spine. Yeah.
Yes. Ooh. Great beauty. Phew.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, so you're in Denmark, right?
I'm in Denmark. Yes.
Yeah.
So, and I'm just a single mom here, and right now I'm not doing any healing, or I'm just relaxing in about 2 weeks, I'm going to Costa Rica to meet some people down there in a little small eco-village community called Pachamama. So I'm very excited for that. Yes, I'm going to do some detox, and I'm trying to, I think I want to learn some more about the medicine plants, because I've always been interested in plants and food. I'm a vegan. I love cooking. I had my own restaurants before. I got sick. That's a long story. I don't want to, I'm a little afraid sometimes to speak English because I'm not in training, but I will be.
It's perfect. Bring it on.
Yeah, sometimes I forget the words and stuff.
Me too, and I speak fluently.
Yeah, I'm just nervous. That's all.
Yes,
so,
we all
yeah.
are. But that's excitement, It's excitement,
Yeah, it is. So I just want to send all my love and say thank you. Thank you. I can't.
Oh, go ahead.
It's just, okay. No, nothing. It's okay.
How long are you going to be in Costa Rica for?
For 1 month.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, a whole Christmas. I don't feel I don't like Christmas time. So I get away from all the rush and all the materialistic things. Just go to nature. Yeah,
your own
go to look for nature.
That's what I do. I mean, I connect with family and stuff, but every day is a holiday to celebrate the Great Mother.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to learn my child to, all the gifts and, all the materialistic things. No.
Oh, so you're not buying them an iPad for Christmas?
No.
How dare you?
Though he has one, because
that's child abuse.
Yeah, it is.
And some Americans would think that, like, how dare you? It's like, come on, people, it's about the love, the joy, the bliss,
Exactly.
But for many people, it lost that meaning. But it has.
Absolutely. All my family, they don't understand me. They think I'm a lunatic, but I don't care. I love them anyway.
Hey, it takes one to know one anyway. So I tell people, I am crazy wisdom. That's like the Cheshire Cat told Alice, you had to be crazy to come here. So we balance the crazy.
I love crazy.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm insane when I can't film half the stuff I do in the woods. People would lock me up. No, it's not weird, but I mean, things that people call crazy, crawling through the mud and, playing with the little insects and letting them face and body, it's but we get transmissions from the insects. I was at the Serpent Mound in Ohio once and found this sacred grove, and my spirit guided me to it, and there was this beam of light coming through the woods, and the Serpent Mound is an ancient Native American burial. It's not a burial ground, but it's this huge mound system that's a huge serpent that the bends of its body align with the solstices and the equinox and stuff, and it's ancient. It's many people, like Chief Golden Light Eagle does a ceremony there every year, and this beam of light came through, and I laid down and I jumped the timeline, but this beautiful, like, they're called tiger beetles, and they're like this vibrant green, like the most beautiful emerald green. It came flying down this beam of light, and I didn't have my shirt on. I was taken in the
oh wow!
Landed right on my solar plexus. And our eyes met and transmitted this amazing energy, and then it's a long story what happened after that. But those things,
it doesn't matter.
No.
That was the moment. That was that moment. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to be in touch with that nature in Costa Rica. Oh my God, that's so excited for it.
That's like sacred Ecuador. You're getting closer to Ecuador at that point.
I know. I was planning Ecuador, but I don't know anyone in Ecuador, and I'm a little afraid to travel alone with my kid in Ecuador.
Yeah.
So I will wait for the group to start up, and then I will connect with you. Yeah.
You will know people in Ecuador soon.
I hope so, because I have to retire from something. I'm not going to stay in Denmark. I know that by heart. So yeah. We are going together. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Namaste.
Namaste, Divine.
Namaste, brother. Yes. And all of you. Love you. Bye.
Bye. We're going to let's see what Zelda. Are you there, Zelda? Oh, here she is. I saw her. So
hey.
We're finishing up here.
Okay, let me
Monarch.
Give me just a second, okay?
Okay, sure.
Okay. I'll be right back.
So we'll give you a second here. So as soon as we're done with Zelda, I mean, not done. I don't want to. It's not like we're done with anyone. I just saw a consciousness that's watching us in the future. And like, he just said he's done. And I'm like, I know I meant not done, like, overcooked or, like I'm finished. Just, it's a transition. It's like, oh my God, But it just makes me laugh, some of the comments on the videos, like I'll do a half-hour transmission on something. I can't believe he said my team. It's like, do you ever say my family, my father, my mother? Trigger. Like I knew the silver trigger was in a trigger many people. But while we wait, I'm gonna unmute you all. Okay, let's see what happens here. So we can hear all our laughter together.
Well,
laughter's the best medicine.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I haven't transmitted it all yet, but we do what's called laughter qigong.
You guys notice how the energy grows and just the laughter, the chi, it's just so awesome. Now I don't want to leave.
Yeah, right. Cheeks hurt. Like my cheeks hurt from smiling.
You all are just so beautiful.
I'm gonna have to take an ice bath after this one.
Oh yeah. I haven't laughed so much.
I see you, Divine Sister.
My phone. I don't know what's been wrong with it. Like for 2 or 3 weeks now, it's been stuck on speaker. Every video, everything. It happened during some random phone call, and it got stuck that way.
What was it stuck on?
I plugged in just a minute ago. It like freed my whole phone, and it's working correctly now. So we fixed my phone.
That's what we're here for.
Oh, very great, guys.
We're gonna do a transmission in a minute that will fix all technological devices in the world. Just kidding. You can't take anything I say. Seriously? No, not seriously.
I gotta remind myself not to be serious. I get too serious about things.
That's okay. There's a time for being serious and there's a time for laughter. I'm not laughing all the time. They would lock me up. They want to lock me up even. But no chains can hold this vessel.
Well, starting out with, we were all a little nervous, and it's our first time, and just.
It was like our first date as a team.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Get over the awkwardness of meeting someone for the first time, and then
am I gonna say the wrong thing, or are they gonna not like my goatee? Or they hate my laugh, like most.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding. That was when I was young. That energy is cleared for the collective. Although some people still get mad when people laugh. But...
Yes, they do.
Let me tell you, Nada, I wanted to just jump through this phone and jump on your lap.
Powerful.
I just moved actually from Ogden, Utah. My daughter and I had a shop there called Wise Owl. and it didn't go over that, in Utah.
I think we're going to have a lot of fun, you guys.
Oh, yes.
We're going to have a lot of fun. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I finally found my family.
Oh, yes. You know,
We have.
the right time. It's the right time.
It was divine timing, that's for sure.
Healing.
And guidance.
Yeah.
Where are you, Melinda?
Oh, I'm here. August 15th, you know, and I worked with Mother Mary from, like, she was the first one I worked with, and then you did that transmission on Mother Mary's, right? I don't know, Ascension Day. I don't know what the name of it. August 15th.
And harmonic. Oh yeah, the I say Virgin Mary Ascension because
the
corrupted masculine want to call it the Virgin Mary Assumption, and I always say, what are we assuming here? She ascended. You can't have a woman ascend, only a man. What's wrong with you people? I had to duke it out with those people. Oh, pardon?
Today.
Oh, doggy.
Yeah, I was going to say, look, he's deaf.
Oh, look at that face. I just want to, it's a puppy.
If you want to promote healing on his deafness, I would appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm going to pinch his puppy.
Yeah.
So we got Zelda back here.
Yeah,
I'm going to mute everyone again, and then we'll give Zelda some time, and then we'll do transmission, and then fly. I know we don't ever want this to end. That's the bliss, the eternal bliss consciousness. Da, 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 da. There she is.
Hi.
Hi, hola.
Namaste. Aho. Aho.
I like your screen behind you.
Thank you. It's got peacocks on it.
Yes. Like we say, no peacock, you know.
Yeah.
Not too proud, you know. Beauty. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm great. How are you?
Great to see you.
You too. Hi, Divine 44. Nice to meet all of you. In person.
Wave to Zelda.
Yeah, we've been communicating in Skype, but it's good to talk to everybody.
Yeah, and see and hear the voices, you know, takes it to the next level here.
Yeah, I loved hearing everybody's stories. They were so interesting. Well, everybody's really beautiful. I love their energy.
Dude.
Great.
My sister. Shine your lights brightly.
Yes.
Show the world your butterfly wings.
Yeah, my wings. I knew you were going to ask.
A beautiful butterfly.
Yeah. That's right. It's transformation.
That's right. Breaking free of our chrysalis, our cocoon, our prison, into the light, like the sacred lotus blossom opening. And then we swim out into the sky.
Yeah. Yeah. So, my name is Zelda. Also, I go by Lindsy, and I am a Heyoka empath. I'm a healer, an intuitive, psychic, a musician, artist, dancer, belly dancing specifically. Yes, I just had my first performance last night, actually, with Sylvia Salamanca. She's really an amazing dancer, and I was fortunate and so lucky and grateful to work with her. She referenced the sacred feminine all throughout the workshop, and you know, just it was just an amazing experience. So I'm grateful for that. And let's see what else. I'm a full-time college student, a music major, a mom.
We hear the little angel in the background.
My magical mom. Yeah, you might hear her in the background. She's having a good old time. now that she's fed.
Is she nappy time?
No, not yet. It's getting there though.
I say I'm ready for nappy time, but
Yeah, I don't have very much prepared because all
right.
this week I've been working on my dance routine. But
yeah, did you get it on video?
Yeah, we did. We got it on video. Somebody in the audience did, so I got
to
to
it on YouTube and bring it to the group.
I will. Yeah, I was a little bit nervous. It was my first time dancing in front of people, but
yeah,
I have fun. We had fun with it. It was good. It was Spanish gypsy fusion, so we had like the fins. We
were they doing flamenco?
It was kind of that mixed with belly dance. But they had it was Sylvia kind of specializes in the swords. She has the swords on her head and her feet. So they did that at the end, but they did. It was really cool. It was good. But yeah, it's been a busy month. I went to see Nako and the Medicine for the People and Natalie Rice, and I met them. And I went to Laura Burns' Experiencer Conference. I met her and Barry Littleton. He's an ET contactee. He was really cool. Hey, Barry.
How was Flora Byrne? How was she doing?
Good. She was good. It was a really amazing experience. They had a few speakers there. Ada was one of them. I think Ace was the other guy's name, and Barry, but they were all really great. And of course she spoke as well. It was a beautiful energy, and the place that we stayed at was really neat and interesting. It was, it was on the bayou, and it was like a
in New Orleans, right?
They had the bells on the ceiling. New Orleans is an interesting place.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we had a good time, and so yeah, Aluna Ash was going to be there, but she couldn't make it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna meet her though. I'm gonna meet her soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just been really busy. I don't know what else.
Did you go to any of the cemeteries when you were in New Orleans?
No, I didn't. We went just kind of walking around the city and stuff, and checking stuff out.
Did you go to Shakedown Street?
No.
Bourbon Street, that place is a lot of fun.
No, we didn't go there. Not this time.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah, you got to have a whole day to do that on its own.
And lots of film. Not that
let's see, I had a reading online with Tanya Lee. She's really good, intuitive, so that was interesting. I connected with her and learned about like my spirit guides, guardian angels, and past lives and stuff like that. So that was all really interesting. I don't know what else to say.
No,
that's about it for my introduction. And
yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like I said, what you say, it's with the energy that's that you're transmitting.
Well, yeah, so, I send my love to all of you, everyone. So I'm just grateful to be here, to be in the likes of all of you. You're all really amazing and talented and special and powerful, and I'm just grateful to be a part of the group.
Definitely, and we're
able
grateful
to share with you guys. So, I got a lot coming too this year.
The next few months.
Yeah, I'm working on a lot of things. So you can find me. My YouTube channel is Zelda's Treasures. It's all Z's, no S's. So good luck trying to find.
We'll put you on the Divine 44 on Prime Disclosure, and I'll send people in traffic to let everyone know that my future transmission. So in the next week or two, everyone send me their contact stuff. If a photo you want, a link, and YouTube video.
Cool.
And do our best here. So I know. Did you have anything else you want to say before we do our transmit?
No, you're gonna add it on, but I have an Etsy too, so I got some art that's gonna be coming out, and
so link all that stuff together.
Yeah.
What you want to do, when you have a piece of art, put it, just film yourself with that art, put it on YouTube, and then in the description put a link to your Etsy page.
Good, thank you.
So any way you can get eyes on your
exposure.
So you're probably too busy to do your healing. I mean, do you have a practice that you?
Not currently, but
you will. You
soon.
will.
Yeah, I want to do like art therapy, music therapy, frequency, stuff like that, sound healing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's been a pleasure connecting with you and Divine 44 and the world at large.
Oh yes.
So
it is a large world. So I know we're gonna jump over to the full thing here. Thank you, Divine Sister.
Aho.
Aho. I must say. So we're okay. We got everyone covered. I know a few people had to leave. Carol, you wanted to say one last thing before we did the transmission?
Yes. I just thought it would be kind of nice. There's a few affirmations that I kind of developed or whatever that I thought would be nice to close out with.
Yeah.
For our healing, if you wanted me to do that.
So we'll do the affirmations, and then we'll do projecting a healing light into the field, and I'll guide you all through. And obviously you all have your own healing practice. Say the Reiki, you can put your Reiki energy, but we're going to tap into our Kunlun energy through our practice, and then transmit through our palms. The portals of healing. So bring it on, sister.
Okay, I'm going to leave the screen for a minute because I have it in my phone and my pictures. So I'm just going to read it from there. Okay.
Yep.
So, all right, I'll be right back. But you guys can hear me, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I got two here. We, as a collective and as individuals, intend, invoke, and reaffirm that the positive divine source, spirit of all, come to us now. We are calling on the highest energy of all there is to activate and manifest within us now. That the formless consciousness of all the universe stay within us always. That pure love, bliss, and joy envelop our beings and become us now and reign within us forever. That the Supreme Creator manifest as the Divine Mother and as the Divine Father of all creation, which is unchangeable and permanent. I bow in deepest reverence and gratefulness. I thank you and acknowledge this presence in my life, and I ask for your guidance at all times. And so it is. Okay, and then here's the second one. We, as a collective and as individuals, intend, invoke, and reaffirm that the positive source energies flow directly and completely through each one of us, our Divine 44 network, and all variables contained therein, raising our collective frequencies to such a level as to keep us on the highest timeline possible at all times, that we are free of all negativity, chaos, and entanglement, which may exist in a lower density, that any and all things of a lower density are completely null and void, has disappeared from our existence, and has no presence in our collective consciousness of our complete positive reality. That our consciousness and that of our network is based solely and completely on the love of Source as originally intended. And so it is. Thank you.
Paul, you're muted.
That was beautiful. Paul, you're still muted.
It's funny. I put unmute all, and I'm the only one that muted. You all unmute.
Yeah.
That's the great part. Then you talk too much. Shut up. But I know it went longer than we anticipated, so I appreciate y'all sticking it out with us. And we're going to do more of these in the future, obviously, as energies are coming through and things are activated and da-da-da-da-da, and maybe one-on-one stuff. We'll see what manifests. But so when we do our transmission to all light workers, love workers into this realm, you know, as we say, the palms are the portals, as you all know. But to describe it, people at home, you know, we have energy portals in our body that we can bring heavenly chi, earthly chi, we say cosmic energy, earthly energy, through, you know, the soles of our feet. Our dantians are portals, the crown, our palms, and then in the back, there's several. So today, we're going to transmit to all of you through our hands of light, but using our Kunlun energy. And whatever comes through, you know, the Divine 44, you can transmit light language or whatever. I'm going to go into the silence and stillness. So from our heart center, we're going to, you know, put our awareness in that heart center and tap into that 0 point energy, the Kunlun energy that vibrates through this vessel, through the sacred vessel. So we can either, transmitting the Kunlun, we feel that vortex, that healing light, that healing energy, and we let it flow through our arms and out our palms. So you can even have left over right, right over left, or both palm, or whatever resonates with you, whatever, you know, whatever comes through you. If you have a Reiki language or whatever, you know, doesn't matter. But the portals, and together we're going to transmit this out into the collective, into the field, into the collective unity consciousness. So if we take a deep breath and go, they want us to laugh one more time.
Nanu, nanu.
More. So we'll put our awareness in our heart center and tap into that healing Kunlun energy. And as we feel it rise up, build up, we'll transmit, you know, feel that energy coming down your hands and see that white light, that pure white light of bliss and healing, transmit out into, through this technology, out into the grid, into all Starseeds, Lightworkers, Wayshowers. So if we take a deep breath, and everyone at home, everyone watching this, just as best as you can, put your awareness in the middle dantian, in the heart center, the heart chakra. So if you're all ready, let's go into that still center, into that healing energy. And with our awareness, allow the chi, the Kunlun energy, to transmit through your arms and out into the field, out the palms of the hand, healing all life, all beings, releasing all beings from the trauma, from the suffering. Healing every strand of DNA, every atom. Feel that white light penetrating into every cell, every atom, activating the 12 crystalline strands of DNA. Filling the vessel, filling the body with the white healing light of God consciousness, the great mystery. And breathe that light in. Fire in the water, bringing that energy, that healing love, that healing light into the still center. And let it flow out into the ends of the universe, to every atom, every star, from the central sun, from the central star, out into every being, every consciousness, lighting up every cell, all awareness fully awakening. Activate rainbow body, activate gold dragon body. 144 coming through. Just let go into that feeling. Whatever you're feeling, relax in that feeling, let go. Allow it to activate. Activate your DNA with the healing light, healing love, the healing codes. Okay, you all just set me on fire. If there's any last things you all want to transmit.
We love you all.
Yes.
Yes. Sincere divine love for you all.
Yeah.
I couldn't say it better myself.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Oh, thank you all. I appreciate each and every one of you. Everyone that joined or came to this transmission, and all of you of the Divine 44 that came and stepped through all barriers, all timelines to come here together in this collective center in unity consciousness from love and truth and peace, harmony, bliss. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. And Amy, I'll be seeing you tomorrow on the 11/11 portal. Tomorrow during that transit, I think it's like 7:30 Eastern time. You got to look that up, but it's a good time to go into. You could do the Kunlun practice. You could any meditation. It'll be very powerful. Mercury Hermes coming through.
Can I just ask, Paul, did you send out a calendar for this month?
The what? Oh yeah, I did. You didn't get it?
Oh, okay. I need to check my email. So okay, I'll be doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, I got to check mine. I haven't seen that.
Great. Thank you.
Send me an email if you didn't get it.
Okay.
I'm sure I got it. I just, I've been in other realms, I guess, right?
Oh yes. We all have. Whew. Now I'm gonna have to go change.
I think we all do.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm gonna need to take another shower.
It's like, did I just step out of a
Go for a walk.
Yeah.
Thank you all. I love
Thank
meeting
you.
all of you. You're all just so awesome beings. I'm in awe. I'm in awe. And I can't
Love
wait
you
to
all.
give you all.
Hugs.
Can't wait to give you all a big, big, big hug.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yay, hugs.
So good to connect, to hear each other's voices.
Hugs.
Definitely. Even with the chirping in the background, it's amazing.
Yes.
Like, is that
Paul,
the
It's a
theme
part of
coming
the
through?
music.
That's the wing nation.
Those are
Big
little
hug.
birdies.
The wing nation.
Love it.
About ready to fly away.
Let's go.
Let us go. Here we go.
I love
I
it.
just have so much energy now.